Well, I get to say this for the first time. Hold on. Happy New Year. And it is January 3rd, 2025. Get my brain program, 2025. Anyway, so Happy New Year, everybody. So, here we are for my first live of 2025. That's, yeah, I've been just looking after me. Yeah, I was on here New Year's Eve and just went into quiet mode, and I just honor myself and be be with that. And it doesn't, my live stream doesn't seem to be coming through. Cool. Yeah, so both of them are there. So I just got to wait for Facebook to catch up. Hmm. Where technology. Or maybe Facebook has slowed things down so badly for my lives, especially with using a multi-stream, that it could be somewhat related to that. I see somebody's here. Yippee, hello, whoever you are. I don't know quite yet who's here, because my Facebook page hasn't gone live yet, but yet it says it's streaming. So who's ever here, I'm not sure if you're on Facebook or YouTube, because I'm on both right now. Well, you know what? Facebook is doing its silly dance. Did this to me the last time I came live. The exact same thing. My live stream was running, but it wasn't coming up on Facebook. But yet, it could be on Facebook right now, whoever's here. But I don't see it. I've done some posts where it was when I first, because usually what I do is when I first post a meme, I'll go back and, you know, put a love sign on it, right? I've had gone in there and there's no sign of hello, Ira. Sweet. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate that. So I know you're on YouTube. There could be a couple people on here on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and trust that the Facebook page will kick in when it kicks in. But for those that are here, hello, Amos. Happy New Year. Yes, to both of you guys, Happy New Year. And this is my first live of 2025. Whoopee. Anyway, let's see where we go. Facebook will catch up when it catches up. Whew, that was amazing. Still feeling it. Whew. So for anybody who's meeting me or hearing me for the first time, I'll let you know who I am and what I do. My name is Ernestine Day, and I am the Soulful Guitarist. Spirit gave me my name at the end of 2017. That really speaks to who I am and what I do. I intuitively channel energy from source through me, through my guitar, without using words. Some of you guys may be familiar with the word light language. That's what I do, is light language. It's speaking from the soul. Yeah. I'm still not on Facebook yet. It's crazy. I was... in our community where I live just outside of Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I was I belong to the local community chat thing, and somebody says, like, they were complaining about, we have two major internet places here uh, in BC, TELUS and Shaw. Um, they're both expanding massively. Rogers Communications just bought Shaw Cable here, and but anyway, like I pay premium prices to have as fast as I can get. And if you ask me the question right now, I won't be able to answer that, but I can guarantee you, like I'm paying premium dollars for as fast as I can get, because I do not want my signal to drop. I don't want it, like, I know stuff happens, I get that. But like even right now, like it's I'm on YouTube, but I'm not on Facebook. And that is so strange. That's all I can say. But yet, I use a streaming um, thing here, and it's called a Restream. And that way I can go to a couple different places at the same time. And it says that my streaming to Facebook is working perfect. It says it's streaming to it, but I'm not on there. YouTube, as you guys know, it says it's streaming, and I am there. It's just bizarre. Anyway, so let's see where we go next. Because I never know, you guys. It's just, let's see where we go. I don't know why this one's pulling me back in. A couple days ago, because I haven't played since New Year's Eve, so it'd be the 30th or the 31st. Oh, actually, I have notes here. Hold on. It was December the 30th. A beautiful sister, Jennifer, she found me however she found me. I'm just grateful that she found me. And I have this thing that happens. That's the only way I know how to say it at this time. And I will tap into somebody's energy, and I will channel and I call it the soul signature, um, that song. And so it was just during a live, and all of a sudden this song started, and I go, wow. So, because what I do, I just work with the energy and trust it and guide, it's magical. And so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try to channel her song that was channeled on the 30th and see what happens. Okay, let's see where we go. it's not hers, but let's see where we go. just like, wow. Um, I haven't, I know I mentioned this, I believe, at the time, but recently I lost a very special, dear energy and a very unique, soulful being who passed away before Christmas. And his name is Oliver. I'm saying the word is because his spirit still lives on. I have a beautiful sister. Her name is, just went. It'll come back to me. But Lois, that's her name. Anyway, it's Lois's cat. And whenever I played, Oliver watched. He watched me every time I went live. And his story, his testimony, whatever you want to call it, is actually on my website, soulfulguitarist.com. And I was just chatting with his mom this afternoon because they're going to get a dog this time. Like, they're still grieving the loss of Oliver, but his spirit is very much alive. And even though I was playing that, I feel that's what's going on. I'm feeling Mr. Oliver. He's a very special boy. Like, I'll tell you, I've never witnessed or experienced a cat that responded to me. And I'm just so appreciative of having Oliver. And you know, there's a photo on the website of Oliver sitting watching the iPad, watching me and listening. My voice, when he hears it, perks right up. As soon as I strum the guitar, he like, what? Who's that? You know, not who's that? There's Ernie, right? So, and so it was like, it's, for me, I look at these things as gifts. And he was a true gift to me. And I know he's a gift to his mom and dad. And they miss him terribly. It's the physical presence that they miss. Spiritually, like his spirit's so much in their house, and plus, you know, who Lois is. And, you know, it's just, if we're open, there's so much that's available to us. So much is available to us if we're open. And that's the key word. If you have a closed mind or a closed heart, whatever term you want to use, it's not going to seep in. But if you even say, okay, I'm just going to, and I'll use my music as to sit there and listen to a whole song. And just listen. I have no doubt when I go to say this, that as you start listening and you watch your body in your mind, just calm down. No matter what I'm playing, doesn't matter. And that's an opportunity for you to tap into yourself. This isn't about what I'm doing. This is about what you choose to be open to receive or not receive. It's up. It's up to us. I'm very pleased and proud of myself for the fact that I've never been closed off. But the one thing where I am very closed off is to drama, chaos, and narcissistic people, right? Or anybody feel they need to control things. No, I have no time. No time at all. So, let's see what's going to happen now. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Samuel. You asked a question, Amos. You asked, what were you thinking about when playing that? I'm actually not thinking at all, to be quite honest. Um, I just remember I was talking about Oliver and what a special boy he is, and just his spirit and how it's still. And that song is part of another song, which is called Pure Joy, Pure Love, Pure Everything. And I've never played it that way before. So this was in the spur of the moment. And it just sort of started out that way. And I went, oh, okay, let's see what happens. And that's what I go because I'm feeling, I'm sensing. And and I went, wow, that was pretty cool. And then I figured, okay, I'm going to try lay down the first layer to it and see what happens. And that is what unfolded. Um, to give you an idea, just uh, the song itself, because when Pure Joy, Pure Love, Pure Everything came in to my awareness, I could say, my consciousness, my everything, um, I was in counseling. And when this happened, I was in counseling one-on-one. I was also in a women's group counseling as well. Um, oh, yeah, and I was reading a book called Dare to Be Yourself. And I was reading this book, and it was just like, wow. And I was journaling. And then what happened the next morning, I woke up, because usually I don't remember my dreams. But that one I did. So I was sharing it with my incredible roommate at the time, Barry, and and he just holds space for me. Like he's the most incredible being I've ever known. And and I've always appreciated and valued him that then, but I actually appreciate and value him even more now that where I'm at today. And so while I'm, sharing with, because I was literally reliving every step of the thing. And I went, okay, I need to go journal this. So I went upstairs and I started journaling it. And I'm actually traveling with it at the same time. It was amazing. And then as but this part I never this part was not in the dream. It's now live in me as because I was ready and I stopped journaling and I'm traveling down because I know the place where I was at. And I was down there and all of a sudden I'm traveling through these mountains are on both sides as I'm traveling, like it's fast. And I'm just going like, wow, this is cool, right? And all of a sudden, I could see off at a distance, there's a lighthouse. And and as I got closer to the lighthouse, because I was thinking how great it was that lighthouse is there because it's saving people from being shipwrecked. And that and I was just admiring and appreciating it. And then as I got these big not boulders, but it's like the pyramid blocks, if you will, right? Because that makes more sense to me anyway as I articulate this. And they were stacked all the way up, and there was people there, and it was like, wow. And this is there was this realization, not necessarily in the moment, but it was like the sun was shining, but I couldn't see the sun. The wind was blowing, but I could not feel the wind. People are talking, could not hear them. And there was something that happened inside of me where I realized for the first time before I came onto this planet that we are pure joy, pure love, pure everything. And this incredible journey, this incredible energy is just like, holy shit. And so what do? I pick up my guitar and I'm going to play you guys the original version and 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 if it feels right, I'll do the whole thing. You only heard half of what it really is. Um, anyway, so this is the song played on its original way, or how it was channeled. Here we go. Wee-haw. Wow. Completely different energy. Just, and I think I was playing that, and this came to me. I think this is if we sit there and we try to say, well, because I did it that way, or I said something that way, or I felt that way, then I should do that now. No, no. You're shutting yourself off from whatever it is. In my case, I'll speak about what I do, is if I sat there, said, no, I can't play it that way. I need to play the original way, right? So if I put myself into that box and structure myself like that, I wouldn't be able to do what I do because I'm limiting myself, right? And it just the way when I call it mucking around, okay? When I did it, the first part of that song, the way I did it, like it's the way it wanted to be expressed that moment. And I just went for this amazing ride, which you guys get to come with me on that amazing ride and see what unfolds. So it's like life. Don't sit there and that's where, you know, I, I think it was Amos or somebody last week was, oh, hello, Amanda. Welcome. I just saw, oh, I'd be honored to do that for her. Absolutely. I'm going to be doing Amazing Grace. Um, and then I'm going to end this. But it's like, I just feel what I feel and I allow that feeling wherever it takes me, guides me. Trust it. Like I'm trusting myself at a level I've never trusted myself. And this journey we're on is never ending because we have so many things we need to uncover, discover, and get to discard that shit that doesn't belong to us because it's somebody else that projected that onto us. It's like with this song, like I said, when we came onto this planet, this is who we are. This is what I did in my life is because of the dysfunctional family that I was born into. I guess I chose them. And logically I go, why in the fuck would I choose them? But I did. But anyway, is because they had this incredible being before them. But because of both of them, their dysfunction, they projected that dysfunction onto me and my brothers. So what happened was I had to, in order to, as I started growing up, and I had to start building walls and barriers around my heart to protect it. My heart is the link to my soul. But I had to build these walls and barriers to protect the core essence of who I am. So I could manage and cope and get through this as a kid. And, you know, I had my younger brother accuse me quite a few, not that many years ago, depending how you want to look at it. He accused me of running away from my problems. And when he accused me of that, and inside of me, I'm going, no, I'm not. Right? So this is what our families do. They tell us what we're thinking, what we're feeling, why we're doing this, why are they doing that. Do they ask questions to learn? And if they did ask you, the motive is there a motive intention with integrity, with honor, of listening and hearing when I respond? Or are you listening and hearing to give a reaction, to say something back to me, or to take a part of it and go, right? And I will not share with people that I can't be me. And with my family, they lost, not me. I miss my family. Yes, I do at times. At times I do. But for all the drama, chaos, alcoholism runs rapid in my family. And and this is all I know, is that my dad's side of the family, his father is a belligerent alcoholic. His wife, my grandmother, she came from alcoholic family. I don't know how bad, but I know that the day side is massive, let alone child molestation. Like, these guys are perpetrators. They're fucking sick. And it's, I don't, I don't know why I just lost whatever it was. Whatever it was, I had. I could, maybe I said what I need to say. I don't know. Um, I just know my music has shown me, I guess, I open up more to my own self, my true authentic self, not who you want me to be or who you think I am. And this is the thing too. And is that anybody who's friends of mine know damn well I say what I mean what I say. I'm not playing games. If I say don't do that, I mean don't do that. There should never be a question like, what's wrong with you, or why? If somebody says, please don't do that, you just stop, period. And it doesn't matter in some people's brains. It matters. I need to know why, so I understand. Right? They do this big fist thing. No, you don't. How about just respecting me and my boundaries? And if I feel safe and comfortable, maybe I'll share more. But if I'm not safe or comfortable, I'm not going to share fuck all with you. Because if I share my heart, this is what I love about what I get to do here. Because I'm being present with you all. Yeah. Yeah. So, for a last song this evening, I'm going to do Amazing Grace. And it's nice to meet you. Oh, I got to scroll back up to find her. Amanda, I think her name was, if I remember correctly. Amanda. And that, yeah, we'll do Amazing Grace. I love that song, especially the way I do it. Anyway, so here we go. Amber, I hope you like that. And you're very welcome. I know Samuel's speaking for himself and his girlfriend, Amanda. Sorry. So, you guys, I've been on here an hour and a half. It's great. I think I needed this for myself, you guys, to be quite honest. um, I went into town today because I had an appointment. I bought a newer vehicle for myself. New to me, but newer. Bought a 2013 Dodge Journey. I think it was March, something like that. And so what happened a few months ago, I turned around and my battery went. I said, okay, so I got hold of, I found this portable mechanic, and he came and we got the battery and put it in, done. And I really like the guy's energy. Just a straightforward guy. He has, like, he's checking out my vehicle. He goes, da 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 da. And I could see it for myself. And I knew what he spoke was truth. So I gave him, yeah, so I think it was, yeah, like a week later, I was at his house for something. I said, okay, here's the money to order those parts for my car. And so this morning was the day that I went to have him done. This guy, my hat is off to him. He's out there in the rain. He, this is what we replaced both discs on the front right and left side. We put brand new pads on my car. But what started out was the bearing, right, that has 5 holes. Yeah, 5 holes for the tire. And and that's what twigged all this, was there was a bolt on there that was actually stripped. And one was missing also. So I ordered that bearing as well. And so today when he was working, putting the bearing on, I said, look, maybe while we're at this, we'll do the other bearing. And I said, we just got to Lordco. And I said, what would they charge for that? And he goes, we're on $300 for the bearing. Where whoever his suppliers are, like it was this is brand new. Like I have no idea where he gets the stuff from, but he passes that on to me. So my bearing cost me around $100 through whoever his supplier is. Yeah. And of course the discs, like just the parts alone today was like 420 bucks, I think it was, for all the parts today. And then I paid him for the labor after. And I'm going to get the other bearing replaced as well. I'll be doing it in the next 6 months. It was just a lot of money today forked out. And my battery went dead 5 days ago. Yeah. And I messaged him right away. I said, blah, blah, blah. And so anyway, he looked at that today. He goes, your alternator's starting to go because it's a brand new battery. Like it's maybe 6 weeks old. And he said, no, it's your alternator. It's starting to go. And I said, okay, now this is making sense. Why my engine light come on? Not the engine light, I'll rephrase that. But, but it is an engine light that comes on. It was an indicator to tell me something's happening. And it was my alternator that's starting to go. So I gave him the money for the alternator, and he's ordering that in. We got to get that done pretty quick because I do depend on my vehicle, which we all do. I feel much safer with my brakes done today. But I made a point of being up at 8 this morning. I never make a point of getting up at any time. I just allow my body to rest whatever it needs, unless I have something I really have to do or need to do, whatever. And so I've had a long day. That's why you start to see me a little flush, because I'm a little tired. Plus, I was sitting in the garage part, which the garage door is completely open. He's outside, and it's just pissing rain, and I really admire him. And once we get this done, and hopefully maybe I'll be able to do the bearing as well the next time I see him, which could be next week sometime, that I would love, aside from what he charges me, he's never been unfair. Like today was, and anyway, it was like 200 some odd dollars for today. But he worked, and he was also waiting for me to show up because I had to wait for the BCAA come boost me. But anyway, I'm sort of babbling now. And Amanda, nice to meet you. Samuel is such a sweetheart. You already know that. And I'm glad you had an opportunity to, I'll say the word experience me, because I think that's the only word that fits for me, is like, you got to come and experience me to sort of get what I do. And I hope Amazing Grace helped you. And just remember to stay in your heart space, and that's for all of us. Stay in your heart space. Don't worry about what other people think or say or what their opinions are. Because quite frankly, if you think about the word opinion, it's an opinion. Who in the fuck are we to give somebody an opinion? We have our experiences. It's like with me, with, everything I've been through. These are my experiences. Right? I've never asked. And I think that's the thing is that when I was sharing a bit ago about, how, they project their stuff onto us and all that. Well, that's the thing. That's their opinions. Like, they're not even near or close to their heart space. Our heart space is where truth lies. Our brain interferes, right? Tell your brain just to be quiet. I remember when I worked with a lady, her name is Jade Rader. Amazing, amazing healer. And she was the first person that ever spoke to me about the brain and how we can talk to it and tell it to be quiet. So I started doing that. I went, well, fuck, it works. Yeah, it does. tell it to be quiet. But just, you got to remember too, you tell it to be quiet. If it's not saying anything or any chattering going on, don't don't rehash and bring up that thing. Don't get caught up. What was there? You need to let it go. Yeah. So you guys, you know my website, soulfulguitarist.com. It has my first album on there. The other two albums that are there, both are meditation albums. Instrumental Silence is 55 minutes long, and Soulful Connection is 53 minutes long. Yeah. The new stuff that I now do, this only started happening, what, 3.5 years ago. I've been in the recording studio. I had to put everything on the shelf because I need to deal with my mental health. And I'm getting back on track. Right now, I'm still working on my B12, getting that back up. But I'm definitely on the mend, and I can tell by just what I do. Anyway, you guys, good night. Good night, Amos and Samuel, my brother, and oops, sorry, somehow there we go, and Amanda. And I know there's other people here, but that's okay. I don't need to know who you are. I'm just glad that you're here. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it touched your heart in some way, shape, or form. Okay, we'll see you guys all soon. Hugs and loves. Bye, everybody.